You are watching
Thank you. I appreciate the pause. From the dawn of time, one force has controlled humanity. It's been the topic of many a song. Love the way you lie, Rihanna. That's the way, I like it. Love is like an oyster, they say, but who's the pearl? They say that love always wins, but will it win today? Hello and welcome to What's That Game, the game where the contestants don't know the game. I'm Gabe Reitzis, prominent love expert and expert host, and I'm joined by my good friend Blorlando. So Blorlando and I signed a contract of sorts, and as a result, my task today is to find Blorlando their one true pairing. All right. Without further ado, let's meet our contestants. So, I just want to brief before they come out. These contestants have no idea what they're in for. They have not been briefed about any of this, and cheer for them. All right. So, up first, we have a business administration student hailing all the way from Corvallis, Oregon, with a dumper to dumpy ratio of 2.2. It's Jay Lodge. Oh, you can just actually come right here. So, Jay, I hear you're into business.
Yes, I am. I'm a business major.
That's really cool. You said you were starting your own business, actually?
Yeah, we actually heard back from the manufacturer today, and we're getting our orders put in. We're making we're called Moxie, and we're making mocktails. So.
What's a mocktail?
So you know what a cocktail is? Like an alcoholic drink?
Not officially.
Okay. Well, basically we're making that, but without the alcohol in it.
Oh, That's really good. So like you could bring like your kids to the bar or something.
Maybe not that, but it is for college kids who are underage and feel the pressure of drinking and want a cool little drink, but without the alcohol.
That is cool. We do not support drinking here at KBVR TV, unless it's a mocktail. So, Jay, another question for you. Since we're on sort of a love-themed show, tell me about your ideal date.
Ideal date. Oh, I would have to say probably a picnic if it's warm out, or like some sushi and some, just somewhere nice, I would say, with warm weather.
Sushi, that's very nice. All right, well, thank you so much, Jay. If you could just stand at this podium right here, and we'll welcome out our other guests. So, next up, a marine studies student hailing all the way from Corvallis, Oregon, with a dumper to dumpy ratio of 0.6. It's Lydia Dapkus. Hey, Lydia, you can just come right over here. So, Lydia, here we can go a little farther. I hear you're into marine studies. What's that about?
It's about marine studies.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, like fish and water and stuff? Or?
Yeah, usually the fish are in the water. That's the ideal place for them to be.
What happens if they're not in the water?
That's usually not so good for them.
See, you thought you were here to be entertained, but you're actually here to learn. So, what would your ideal partner be? Like a sailor or something, or?
Cowboy.
Cowboy. That's sort of like the sailors of the land.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lydia. If you could just stand at this podium right there. All right. Let's get ready to meet our third and final contestant, a mechanical engineering student hailing all the way from Corvallis, Oregon, with a dumper to dumpy ratio of, they were all mutual. It's Basil Stein. Hello.
Hey, Gabe, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good.
Happy to have you on the show. So, Basil, I hear that you got top 50 in the state in a geography contest?
Yeah, way back in 8th grade.
Oh, well, that's still good. So tell me about your favorite desert.
Maybe the Atacama. That's a good desert. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's not what I would have said, but
What would you have said?
the Gobi.
Yeah.
But I'm not the geography man here. So, Basil, tell me about your ideal partner.
Okay, I'll say someone that comes to what's that game. I mean, I think that's a great quality to have.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I think that's the most important thing.
All right. Thank you so much, Basil. If you could just stand at the only remaining podium. Basil, Lydia, Jay, Lydia, Basil, Lydia, Basil. Out of the thousands of candidates that we screened for this, you three were the most compatible with our Bachelor X. I suppose you're all wondering what this thing is doing here. This is Blue Orlando. Do you have any questions? Because we'll answer them after the break. You guys can clap if you want to. Just to make me seem cool. All right, so are we off?
Encounter a single mean person. As much as you insist that you're mean, Jada.
I don't know if I've.
For Black History Month here at Oregon State.
Keeping the ball for not a baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all eliminated. Oh, right in the gut.
That was.
Just to press your topping down a little bit, make sure they fit, firmly on top of the sushi, and they won't come out.
Runs around with the bat suit, punching Joker in the face and saving God. All right,
One thing I really love about my job is I get to work with a lot of different people and have a lot of fun with them.
Oh man, the bullpen, it's honestly my second home. It's always like something's going on here, it's always music playing, but at the same time it's like that one big family feel here. So yeah, that's what the bullpen means to me.
It's a place where we like to foster a lot of our community, where you get to know people really well, a place to hang out.
What I like about OMN in general is just like, it's just like the community aspect.
It's just such a fun place to work. I always like to say it's the best job on campus.
It's like the one place like where like you could be like radio, work for a magazine publication, you can do everything and like it's kind of accepted and normalized, so yeah.
It's just so much fun. I can't stress that enough.
Why not work here? It's a really cool place to be.
Hello and welcome back to What's That Game? Now, when we last left off, we had met our three lovely candidates, but who's this mystery Bachelor X over here? Well, it's time to find out. So, Blue Orlando, would you care to tell us a little bit about yourself? Oh my God, really? Okay, so Blue Orlando's a fifth dimensional being, about 5,000 years old. Someone called that an elder god, but I think you don't look a day over 3,000. Okay, what do you like to do on dates, Blue Orlando? Blue Orlando likes quality time. Okay, let's get to the first game, and make sure not to disappoint Blue Orlando. Can everyone say praise Blue Orlando?
Praise Blue Orlando!
Okay, thank you. So, we've met our singles. But can they mingle? So, to determine how well you guys can mingle. I've put together a series of questions to test your love intellect. Being a love technician myself, I know a lot about science. So the game is simple. You all have whiteboards in front of you, presumably markers. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you will simply write down your answer on the board. Whoever has the best answer will get the point. So, are you ready? You guys don't have to do anything, but... All right. Question 1. Spell love. They can write, they're literate. That's pretty good. All right, show me what you got. All right, well, 2 of you got it right. That is going to be 1 point for Jay and 1 point for Basil. Lydia, unfortunately, that is incorrect. I do not know how to help you with that. Next question. Orlando likes being spoken to in foreign languages. Could you tell me, what's the Greek root meaning love? Or draw a big question mark if that's your jam. All right. 3, 2, 1. Not a long word. Show me what you got. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Orlando finds it important to keep up with current events. Contestants, when is my birthday? For the audience, we were just talking about this. And these are good people, so they would remember things like my birthday. Show me what you got. Oh, is that 3? Oh, Jay, I thought we were friends. Crying. Okay, that is a point for Lydia and a point for Basil.
Let's go.
All right, now here's the real one. Contestants, draw your ideal partner. Fast though, like draw it like quickly, you know. We don't like to disappoint. We don't like to leave them waiting. All right, and show me what you got. All right. So none of you drew the big guy, so
I think mine's the closest.
It's going to be 0 points.
If you give him a hat, it's kind of like it.
Orlando is not pleased.
Sorry.
All right, well, being all-knowing as they are, Orlando has been keeping points. So, Orlando, could you please point to whoever has done the best in this game? Basil! Give it up for Basil. Basil, as I always knew you would, your love IQ is through the roof. It's going to the moon. It's going to Mars. It's going to our next game. So we've seen that you know your stuff when it comes to love, even how to spell it. But can you walk the walk? Now, the most important part of every relationship is listening. And so we have a little game to test you on that. It's called Honey, Could You? So here's how this works. I'm going to ask you, honey, could you ... And whatever I say, you need to try your best to do. Now, if I don't say, honey, could you exactly, you will lose a life, which currently on the floor here, those are, I've been told, the closest equivalent to Orlando's heart-type organs. Anyway, do you all understand this game?
I have a question.
Permitted.
Yeah, can you steal other people's lives?
No.
Oh.
Orlando does not approve of stealing. Now, honeys, could you tell me about your day? Anyone, feel free to start.
My day's been pretty good. I went to class.
All right, great.
And then
Lydia, honey, could you tell me about your day?
I had a sandwich.
Wow, I love sandwiches. Orlando, do you love sandwiches? Wow. Orlando smiles upon you, Lydia. Jay, tell me about your day.
I actually also had a sandwich.
Unfortunately, I did say Jay and not honey, could you?
Okay.
So that is one life away from Jay. Next prompt. Honey, could you turn around a few times? All right, you can go ahead and stop. That is a point from all of you because I did not say, honey, could you?
Okay.
I think you did, Gabe.
Orlando does not smile upon gaslighting, Basil. Honey, could you make a wish?
Smile upon you, Gabe.
We'll get to that. Honey, could you make a wish? Orlando's getting impatient.
I wish to make Orlando happy.
I also wish to make Orlando happy.
I wish I had a donut.
Just a friendly reminder, if you say it out loud, it doesn't come true. We all know that, right? But I suppose I'll let you live. Honey, would you pick your favorite number between 1 and 10?
6.
7. Sorry.
You said, would you?
Good job. That is a loss for Jay and Basil. I have not been keeping track of how many lives you have. So, honey, would you be honest with me? How many lives do you have?
I think I'm probably out of lives.
Orlando, doth they speak truth?
Oh.
Oh, well, you have 1 life then.
I have 2.
You have 2?
I'm not answering because you said, honey, would you?
Basil, honey, darling, baby, could you please tell me how many lives you have?
I think I've got 1 left.
All right. Doth he speak truth? All right. Well, now that we've passed our honesty test, we have one final challenge for you. Honey, would you please tell a little funny ha-ha joke to make Orlando have a good chuckle? Quickly, please.
I have one. Orlando, what did the Wookiee say to Orlando?
Wow, Orlando thought that one was pretty good. Lydia?
Why?
All right, Jay.
You just said Jay, not honey, so.
Good job. Honey, could you tell Orlando a funny ha-ha joke, please?
Orlando, is that his name? What do you call a cow on the ground? Ground beef.
Wow. Orlando loved that joke, but unfortunately, you did say their name as Orlando, and thus you shall lose your life. So.
What is his name?
Oh, not in the game, don't worry.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think it's time to declare our winner of this game. Lydia, with 2 lives left.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, you guys. Yeah, Lydia, with 2 lives left, you are the winner of Honey Could You. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have one final game to determine who gets to love Orlando. Hello, and welcome back to What's That Game? Now, we have Basil having won the first game, Lydia having won the second game on a strange technicality. But there's one more game to decide who gets to be the new boo of Blue Orlando. So, we've all seen you show your knowledge of love and your ability to carry it out in a long-term relationship. But what about first dates? Huh? What about first dates? No one even thinks about first dates anymore these days, until now. And that's why we're going to have you three all go on first dates with each other. But don't worry, you don't have to be on camera or anything. You can just, pretend they're not here. So, Jay and Lydia. Jay likes sushi. Lydia likes fish. Living fish, dead fish. What match could be better?
Red fish, blue fish.
So, if I could have you two come into the light, and just pretend that you're in a really lovely aquarium. There's living fish. Okay. There might be a dead fish somewhere. Balance it out. And just pretend that none of us are here and genuinely try to make a real connection if you want to. Okay. If you need a prompt, you could say, how about this weird game show we're on? But pretend you're not on a game show.
Okay.
How about this weird game show that we're not on?
It's kind of crazy. I'm kind of looking at these fish.
What's your favorite kind of fish?
Probably guppies. They're really cute.
Aww.
Oh, no, not a guppy person.
They're, I'm a big fan of sharks. I think they get a bad rap a lot.
True. I like sharks.
That's good.
Yeah,
Sharks, sharks maybe like you. I don't know. I've never asked them before.
Either. I like leopard sharks a lot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man, the chemistry here is great. All right, thank you guys. I was being a fish, but a supportive fish of you two.
Ally.
Yes. All right, for our next date, we have Basil and Lydia. Now, you both like adventure. So for your date, two of you are going to take a romantic ride in a little rowboat. Really good for eye contact, I know. So go ahead and have your date. You'll have 2 minutes.
Front or back?
I'll steer it.
Okay.
Problem solving already.
Do you know where we're going?
No. Have you ever ridden or driven a boat before?
I have. I don't know how you drive a boat, to be honest. But
you said you were gonna steer, so.
well, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. First fights already. What's your favorite river in Oregon?
I've got to go with the Willamette. I mean.
Basic.
Yeah. What about you then?
I don't know, Umpqua, because the brand Umpqua.
That's an ice cream, though.
Yeah, but was a river first.
No, I think it was an ice cream first.
Wow, so much bickering with you guys. Did somebody say trouble in paradise? All right, you guys can end your date, but thank you for participating. We have one final date between Jay and Basil. Now, Jay, your name means a letter, and Basil, your name means spice. Isn't that pretty kooky and crazy? So you guys are gonna, for that reason, be in the middle of the desert.
All right.
That doesn't make. Okay.
And if you need a conversation starter, you could say something like, "Wow, I'm so hot and sweaty," or like, "Wow, you're my only option."
God damn, I am thirsty right now. I mean, there's just no water around. Where are we gonna find that?
Well, aren't you really into geography?
I mean, yeah, but listen, I don't see any. I mean, what kind of first date is this? Why are we in a desert?
You chose the place.
No, you planned this. I definitely would not have planned this.
I chose. You're the geography
I would have gone
person,
to a restaurant or something. Had a nice time.
Yeah.
This is pretty depressing out here.
There's not a restaurant around here in the desert.
Well, no, we're in the desert. I mean, dude, I don't see any food, let alone water.
Point. You can break open cacti, and there's water in there.
That's
we
good.
We can eat them too.
Yeah, I see. You've got some survival experience.
Ooh, I really like plants.
Okay,
Maybe
that's
not
not what I
survivors.
asked. I don't think we're going to do well out here in the desert. I don't see any water.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do well either.
Okay,
So.
well, let's just go straight, try and see if we find an oasis, you know?
Okay, you go that way, I'll go this way.
That's, okay.
Oh, wow. All right, thank you, Jay and Basil. So, guys, do you feel like the sparks are flying yet? Blue Orlando, are you pleased? All right. Blue Orlando, after seeing the lovely aquarium date with Jay and Lydia, the rowboat date with Lydia and Basil, and the stranded in the desert but let's walk separate directions because it went that bad date with Jay and Basil, who do you think has the most romantic soul of these three?
Jay!
Me?
No!
Oh. All right. Jay, I think that meant you.
Yes.
Wow. Well, let's give it up for Jay, everyone. You know, there's nothing more romantic than standards. So Basil won the first game, Lydia won the second game, and Jay won the third game. Orlando, I think we might have to activate our tiebreaker round.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Contestants, you each have a board in front of you. For all the money, all the marbles, all the moolah of dating this dude.
How much money?
Please write a haiku to express your love for Blorlando. I'm not going to tell you how many syllables it is.
I remember, I think.
That's awesome.
Probably.
It's a poem of sorts. Just write a love poem. So, Blorlando, you like this audience? They're like not talking at all. It's really accentuating the silence when people are writing. So have you put any like more consideration into the thing I was asking you about like 2 minutes ago?
Give it a rest.
Sorry. You guys know I'm the 5th person to try and host this show. And I'll be the last. I mean, I'll be the last because I won't leave, because I'll keep doing such a good job. All right, contestants, I think it's time to wrap it up. Show me your poems. And actually, if you wouldn't mind reading them. Jay, would you like to go first?
Okay. Not exactly sure what a haiku is. I'm a business major, so I don't know. But Blorlando, this is the poem I wrote for you. Roses are red, just like you, and you and me make two.
Wow. Lydia.
1 fish, 2 fish, live fish, dead fish. You are the coolest being I've met whose name rhymes with Orlando.
All right, Basil.
Haiku, as far as I can remember, is 575. Blorlando haiku. There are great myths about you. I will adore you.
All right, well, audience, Orlando, we're out of time. If you wouldn't mind, please cheer for whoever you thought had the best poem. Like right now. Okay. Yeah. That's the prize for winning the game, so yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for coming, contestants. We'll see you next term. Let's hear another round of applause for
What's That Game?
So